So I got this since we're not going to watch 43 minutes of paintball. And I didn't watch it yet, Chris, because I wanted to enjoy it with you.
But this is an update because he had it. We saw this before. He had an offer to go back to radio, right? How long ago was that? Like a month ago, 2 months ago?
It was it was like 3 weeks, right?
Just a month ago or so, maybe 3 weeks or a month. Okay, so now this is an update on it, but he's putting radio in quotes. Did he do that before?
No, and here's something I think. I'm just guessing. They probably were under the understanding that he could get Anthony to do it, because why would they want Opie?
I think they would have to know he couldn't get Anthony, though, right?
I don't know, though. If it's just some radio guy that is like, he has a budget at a radio station. He wants to get some washed up radio guys.
But I mean, Anthony has his show, has his network, They haven't been together. I think let's hear. Let's let Opie tell us what the offer was about.
I'm so excited about this because I like how you get mad at the way he talks too. So that's like a bonus for me. There's my stinger, baby.
Where's the Vincent?
Wait, can somebody do me a favor and make me one of those? Like the exact same thing, but it just says Murder X Bryan. Same font. There we go.
Where's the Vincent Scaramuza? How is this second offer from the broadcasting provider?
Oh,
even he knows it's pathetic.
Oh my God, that was.
Even he knows it's pathetic. Jesus, and he does. He looks bad.
He does, man. He looks a bit fucking puffed up. He looks a bit puffy. He's looking red and puffy today.
This is the oldest he's ever looked, and it's weird because every video you see of him is the oldest he's ever looked.
Yeah, he seems to be, rapidly aging.
Like every video, he's a new
motherfucker. It looks like he's on the fucking M. Night Shyamalan Old Beach. Is that beach behind him? The fucking Old Beach. This fucking guy's getting old fast.
Oh, Opie, now you're doing it.
Hear the term. We're going to keep the lines of communication open. Yeah, it's most likely not going to happen.
Oh, they turned him down, dude.
Oh, the look at it's so obvious what happened. It's so obvious what happened when you look at his face.
They turned him down.
They were not interested. He came back with you have to pay me this amount, and they're like, nah, man, we're gonna go. That's the end of this discussion. Can you go back and can we watch that again? Because this is a dejected man. Oh no, he went hold on.
Where's the Vincent Scaramuza? How is this second offer from the broadcasting provider?
You don't have to do this, bro. Hopefully,
hear the term. We're going to keep the lines of communication open. Yeah, it's most likely not going to happen. That was all last week. Went into the city. I had to meet with a company. They were.
Wait.
As F.
He said they were cool as F.
Cool as F. He still fucking hopes that there's a chance. Oh fuck, man. Nah, these guys were cool. These guys were so fucking cool, though. Honestly, he's looking into the camera, you guys watching?
This is as bad as you could ever. Don't do it, dude. I would have ignored Vincent Scaramuza.
Yeah, you can just ignore it. Bob Lord jumping in with "Good morning, squad." Bad timing, Bob. People are not happy right now. It's really sad.
Bob Lord could be the one that he brought up on screen instead of Vincent Scaramuza.
I don't know if he chooses it.
He does though, because you'll see him run through a bunch in a row.
I don't know how it works. I know on some of the ones I call. They just kind of come up.
But he uses StreamYard, which we used to stream with like using their streaming thing, and it's just like the chat comes down and you can click the ones you want to come up on screen.
Okay.
That's why you'll see him burn through like 10 of them in a row of people.
And he'll pull one up and then answer it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Really were. But in the end, there were major problems. You know, after saying they love my live stream and everything I'm doing, and they love the, you know, the live streams I do from the ocean from 500 feet above the streets of New York City. And then when I wander around the city and then blah, 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 they're like, we like all the variety of your live streams. We think you're doing really well. And we really are interested in doing something with you. I'm like, all right, cool. And then fast forward, they basically want to put me in a studio downtown. And
Okay. So he just doesn't want to go to work.
Wait a second. Yeah, of course. They want to put you in a studio down. They want to put you in a radio studio to do the radio show. That's how a radio show is.
Yeah. He thought that somebody was just going to pay him a bunch of money to do what he's doing now.
This is fishy because imagine saying with a straight face in a business meeting, like, I love those fucking live streams you do from the ocean.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, nobody likes these. Nobody in the world. Like, I'm telling you, there's nobody in the world who's like, this is good. There's people who like Opie and they're like, you know, have this like feeling where they're nostalgic or whatever for Opie and Anthony, and they get to like interact with Opie, and that's cool. But there's not a single person on earth who thinks that this is good, like as far compared to like podcast, radio, streaming, stuff like that. Nobody on earth.
Tony Speed, it does not make a full audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's several. It takes a lot more people than just Tony Speed. You know?
Yeah, that's the Diller Dime. I think you're right. I don't even know if it happened at all. I think maybe he like somebody sent him a message or something like that, and he totally just sort of made it out to be more than it was.
Yeah,
that would be my guess, because maybe it was someone fucking with him, to be honest.
It could have been. Yeah.
Because
he wanted to pay to keep him in his basement.
Anyone who's fucking saying that we love when you go walk around the city and do your live streams 50 feet above or whatever above New York City, that's not an honest person. So they're trying to either rip you off or they're fucking with you.
Oh, so
yeah,
it could be like, I know, you know, I haven't checked like well, I don't have a guy's email address, but I know at Street Fight a lot of times if I popped into the email, it would be like, these people at Kickstarter want to fund a tour for you.
Yeah. Like it's just like promotional email, but it's like a scam.
Yeah, and they were saying like, oh yeah, you know, we'll front you the money and then you pay us back a certain amount or some shit like that, like to where it would have cost more than the way we were already doing things, or like you said, promotion stuff. Jamie Wonders resubscribed for a month at 2.
Hey Jamie, how are you? Yes, patrons do get access to the picture of Bryan's poop. That is, if you go to the recent episode of Guys Plus, which we did with Tom Walker, first ever guest on Guys Plus, you can see in the comments he's posted the picture of the poop.
Yeah, and I like I said, I just think like. I think that he got a like an email that is a Bowser Lego Bowser.
Please delete the poop picture from the Discord. We need to have that behind the paywall. That's a business decision. It's behind the paywall. You need to be, whoever's in the Discord, delete it from the Discord, please. We need to paywall that.
No, you can.
It's so big. It has to be behind the paywall. It's too big to be free fucking content.
They basically want me to reinvent the Opie and Anthony show without Anthony. They're not fans of Anthony, by the way, at all.
One of them,
nope, I don't believe that.
They're not fans of Anthony, and yet they want, like, maybe not now. They like recognize he's like, you know, but I think there probably were fans of his to begin with if they want to recreate the Opie and Anthony show, because he was a big part of that. Arguably the bigger part of the two.
Yeah, this is so good. This is so fucking bad, man.
Oh, that's good. So Instant Dumbass has a report. It's too big. It just crashed my Patreon. So I actually heard that it had something to do with all that stuff with Ireland. Had them moving their payment system to Ireland. And like all the people losing patrons is because they had an issue with the file size of Bryan's shit photo and they couldn't handle the bandwidth, so they had to switch up.
That is from February, by the way. So people stop worrying about me. I've explained this a few times, but it is anxiety because something like that comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like one time that happens, and I just moved, which messes with my shit.
Or if you're on
Literally.
vacation.
Or I'm on vacation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's like what happened. So
That makes sense. When you're on vacation, it fucks with your shitting for sure. So it would make sense why you would be clogging toilets up. You can't be blaming it on Canadian toilets. You blame
Canadian
it on
toilets mostly.
Now blame it on being on vacation. As Kevin Banner said, Kevin Banner, big boy, big guy, takes big shits, never clogged one in his life.
I just
one of the things they said was, what happened to that guy? It's not the first time I've had.
All right, now Doc Hollywood.
No. I'll explain. I mean, come on, Doc Hollywood. It's what happens is anxiety makes it so you don't shit. So I think it causes you to not shit, and then it saves all up, and then you take a big one.
No, the reason I go to the convention center or the grocery store is because of anxiety that it could be that big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're just scared it's gonna clog, and you're often right because when you do it, in your house, it does clog. It did clog the one time you did.
Yeah.
So is that the only time you shit at your house?
No. I recently had a huge one.
And it went down.
Yeah. No, it didn't. I told you I had to go to the fucking hardware store.
No, I got that, but that was so both times you shit at your house it clogged?
No, once.
Okay, so that you've only ever done it once.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Someone in the broadcast industry that I've met with in the last few years say, what happened to that guy? Hey man, if it's working for him, good. But the word is out there. They're not really fans of the new version of Anthony.
Well, nobody.
And then what was the other? Oh, and then the final thing was that the money was shit.
Oh, so it was like they were offering him an incredibly low amount of money, hoping that, hey, this guy has a name. This would be like a big, it's some small little shit radio station, maybe an internet radio station,
Oh, it could be.
And they're saying, hey, we get Opie in here. Maybe get some of the comedians coming in, possibly. This could be a good thing for us. Get us some publicity.
I think I know what it probably is.
What?
It is the Greaseman deal that he did.
The Waddle Doodle deal?
When he was, you guys want some Greaseman sounds? No, the Greaseman in 2006.
Yeah.
When he was doing the time buy thing, where like he would go to the radio station and then he would buy the time.
Oh, or do you think the money was so shit like they wanted him to pay?
Sell the commercials. I think that they wanted him to sell the commercials. The money was going to come from selling commercials. That's really what I think. And he just didn't want to do that.
You might be right. Someone in the Alabama Denim. There's a reason he put quotations around radio. Yeah. This is not real terrestrial radio or satellite radio, I don't think.
No. I truly believe that he may have had like a deal. Like I could see a deal happening where he comes in, they pay him some money, he sells the commercials, he gets all the money from the commercials, and then they get the money that like whatever.
So he would, and that would be a disaster because he wouldn't be able to sell it. You know what I mean? Like his ratings would be so low. It would be so bad. It would immediately just explode, that whole situation.
I think he wants us also to think it's Spotify in a way, like is something I think too. So because I just think like, that it's probably
he does. He has a friend who works at Spotify, has a pretty big deal there. Somebody that he actually helped out and wouldn't be doing his show at all if it weren't for Opie and Anthony.
That's a good point.
Be honest, it was shit. So then that made me go, well, can I work 4 days a week? And can I like maybe still like at least do
Yeah,
summers out at the beach? And they said, yeah.
He was going to take the
And
job.
I'm like, okay, but in the end, the money was just terrible. And they're like, but there's room to make more. And I'm like, if there's room to make more, how about you give me that now? How
Because
about
you're
you
not
give me that
like
now?
worth it.
Well, because I think when they're saying, I think Brian's right. I think that sort of proves what you're saying. There's room to make more, like if you can sell these commercials or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like there's got to be some split of the commercials,
We're in the let's keep the lines of communications open.
You already
Stage
said
of this
that.
whole nonsense.
You already said that. You said it 2 times in a 2-minute video. You seem flustered. You seem to be really, really upset about how this has all gone down.